Hi guys. We'll just wait another moment or two, allowing a few more people to sign on.
I'm dressed up like a potato.
Do you want to come and say hi?
Yeah.
And then you gotta head back in with Daddy.
Look, I'm dressed up like a potato.
Say hi. Say hi, Leona.
Hi.
Hi. Okay,
Come on.
go ahead with Daddy.
Look, Leona.
Thanks, baby. The littlest Yogi joining class today. Hi, those of you who are just signing on. Once you make your way to your mat, you can lie on your back. Allow your eyes to close. Bring your knees together. Let your feet go wide so that your knees are just kind of resting on one another. We just have 1 minute before we will get started. Just see if anyone else is joining. Okay, from this position on your back, feet together, or I'm sorry, knees together, feet wide. I want you just to deepen your breath. So each inhale is expanding your lungs. You feel like your chest is getting as big, coming all the way up to your shoulders. And as you exhale, push the air out of your mouth, sighing. Inhale, lifting chest, expanding lungs. Exhale. So the inhales are through your nose. The exhales are through your mouth. And I want you to notice what's going on with your spine. As you lift your chest, your spine starts to lift off the mat, and as you exhale out of your mouth, you're pressing the entire length of your spine down on the mat. You're creating these little cat-cow shapes. Deepening your connection with your breath, with your body, with your being. Now start to let one knee kind of fall to the inside of the other knee. Legs are swaying from side to side. And then your knees can come together, feet are lifting, legs are going straight up in the air. Toes are kicked back towards face. Now open up your feet so you're looking at a V and bend your knees. Either reach behind your knees or reach up and grab the pinky toe sides of your feet. Pull your knees down and sway from side to side. Bring your knees back into your chest. Rock and roll on your spine. And rock and roll yourself all the way up onto all fours. If you have enough room, you can kind of roll right into tabletop. Let me just see what's going on with our music here. Okay, so let's start circling hips. Just let your head hang. And then maybe you want to circle your head Opening up your neck, maybe creating some space in your shoulders. Take it right into cat-cow. Tuck your toes, drop your belly, lift your chest. As you exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine. Inhale, lifting heart and chest. Exhale, untuck and round your spine. Inhale as you lift chest. Exhale as you round. Now just slide your hands forward. Bring either your forehead or maybe your chin down onto the mat. Extend your hips high into the air, puppy pose. Walk your hands back in, tuck your toes, and arrive in downward facing dog, okay? So the first few breaths, I want you just to bend your knees, shift your weight back, let your head hang, press your heels down. You can bend your knees a little to get your hips higher, and then straighten your legs again. Now on your next inhale, bend your knees, look between your hands. Walk or jump your feet to the top of your mat. Half lift when you get there, so hands can come to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, slide your hands down into heart center. Inhale, shoot your prayer hands all the way up. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. Inhale, walk or jump yourself back into plank pose. On your exhale, very slowly lower yourself all the way onto the mat. As you inhale, untuck toes, pull elbows back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make your way back up. Bending your knees, lifting hips, and then pressing your heels down. Head is hanging heavy. All of the weight should be back in your hips and heels. Bend your knees, walk or jump feet to hands. When you arrive, take that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, slide your hands down into heart center. Inhale, shoot your prayer hands up. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. Inhale, walk or jump yourself back, plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Sending that weight back and then sending your heels down. Now bend your knees. This time I want you to do a wide jump, okay? So you're gonna jump and your feet are gonna land on the outsides of your mat, okay? Now you're in a wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands forward, but keep your hips over your heels. So you're not leaning your hips forward. Your hips are staying back, your spine is long. Now bring your heels in, toes go out. Drop your bottom for Malasana. Elbows are going to press into your knees, allowing your spine to get tall, right? So you might start like this, and then you press those elbows in. Your bottom drops, your chest lifts. And we're shooting prayer hands all the way up, heel toe feet back into hips width distance. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. Inhale, walk or jump back. Take your vinyasa. So however you like to flow, if you like chaturanga, come down halfway. If you like to come all the way down, do that. Inhale, fully extend arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look between your hands. Walk or jump feet to the outsides of your mat. Drop down, Malasana. And shoot your prayer hands all the way up. Heel toe feet back in. Exhale, forward folds, come down. One more flow right here. If you'd rather just skip, you can step back down dog. Whatever you're thinking. Now on your next inhale, lift your right leg into the air. Step your right foot all the way through between your hands. Okay, so now you're framing your right foot. Drop your left knee down to the mat. Sweep your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Sinking into that hip, but not for long. Bring your hands down onto the mat. Tuck your left toes. Lift off of that left foot, standing split. And again, not for long. One breath, keep lifting left foot. Left foot touches down next to right foot. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. Inhale, walk or jump back. Now this time, if you want to jump back, you can jump back into chaturanga. Okay, so you're going to press into your hands, use that core, and bend your elbows. Keep your elbows back. Inhale as you lift your chest. Exhale as you lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg into the air. Step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Untuck right toes. Lifting heart and chest. And then on your exhale, right into standing splits. Lift that right leg. Take one full breath here. So one inhale, one exhale, lifting. And then right foot touches down next to left foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Let your chest push through. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. I'll meet you in downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. Three breaths in downward facing dog. Now I want you to walk your feet in 1 foot length, okay? So maybe now your heels are down on the mat, so you're in the shortened downward facing dog. Let your left arm come all the way through and grab the outside of your right calf. Then bend that left elbow and look under your right arm. Okay, so you're twisting. Bring your left hand back to the top of your mat, and your right arm goes through the middle, grabbing outside of left calf. Your gaze is under your left arm. And then bring that right hand back. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take a forward fold. Bend your knees, sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Slide your hands down into heart center. Close your eyes. Take a breath or two right here in Tadasana. Maybe now that you're moving, things seem a little clearer, it could be a good time for you to set your intention. Dedicate this class to someone or something. Now bend your right knee. Bring your right foot to the inside of left ankle, calf, or thigh. Or if you'd like to, you can send it across the front of your thigh. Let your right foot hook, oops, not like me. Let that right foot hook to the outside of your left leg. Arms can reach up and out. You're pulling that, if you're locked like this, you're pulling that right knee out to the right side. Now bring that right knee into your chest. Wrap your arms around the front of your right knee. We're still balancing on one leg. Now I want you just to send that right leg back. Grab the big toe side of your right foot. Left arm's reaching up into the air. Soft bend in your left knee. And kick your right foot into your right hands. Keep that right knee down. Now see if you can rise up and bring that right knee back into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Now take your right leg, wrap it around your left leg. I know we're still balancing on that left leg. Arms are going to reach up into the air. Left arm underneath of right arm, so opposite arm and leg. Lift your elbows, maybe bend your knees, and hinge forward. Now release your arms. Release that right leg and come right into standing split. Right foot touches down next to left foot. You can bend your knees a little. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Slide hands down into heart center. Come back to that intention, close your eyes. Pressing your thumbs into your heart. Dedicating your practice. Feeling connected to mind, body, and being. Starting with feeling that connection to your heart. Feel it beating through your thumbs. Then feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel rooted. Feel your bones stacked on top of one another. And then you can open your eyes. Okay, second side. This time you're going to take your left foot, bring it to the inside of right ankle, calf, or thigh, or take it across your right leg. Hook your foot on the outside of your right leg. Arms are reaching up and out, so you're taking tree pose. Slide your hands down into heart center. Now bring that left knee in, give it a squeeze, right? So rebalance on that right foot. And then send that left leg back. Left arm is reaching back, soft bend in your right knee. Right arm reaches up, kicking left foot into left hand. Breathing and balancing. And rise up. Bring your left knee back in. And then let that left leg cross over your right leg. Arms are reaching up. Right arm underneath of left arm. Lift your elbows, bend your knees. Maybe lean forward, pour out the spout. Gaze over your left fingertips. Unweave your arms, send that left leg up. Standing split. Left foot touches down next to right foot. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat. Keep your hips back as you reach your arms forward. Letting shoulders open, let your head fall through the middle. You can sway hips from side to side. And then you can bring your heels in, bend your knees, drop your bottom, come right back into Malasana. You can stay right here in Malasana, or if you'd like to come into Crow, bring your hands down. Just look forward, keep looking, see if your feet can lift. Okay, let's do that a few times. You're just working on counterbalancing your weights. Half of your weight goes forward, half of your weight stays back. So keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. And press into your feet, shoot your prayer hands all the way up. Heel toe your feet back into hips width distance. Exhale, forward fold. Step yourself back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Step your right foot all the way through between your hands. So you're in this nice low lunge here. Drop your left knee down to the mat. Untuck left toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half splits. Forward fold, bring your nose and knee together. Inhale, bend your right knee, tuck your left toes. Warrior three. Okay, so warrior three on the inhale. And then standing split on the exhale. Now I want you to bend that left knee. Stack your hips. Let your left knee go really sky high here. If you want to reach right hand up, you can reach that right hand up and pull on your left foot, really opening your hamstrings here. And then I want you to bring that, bend your right knee and bring your left knee almost down to that right ankle. And then send it all the way up and back. And left knee is coming down all the way to that ankle. Come all the way up, open it up. Now this time you're going to let that left knee come down behind your right ankle. Take a seat on your left hip and take a seated spinal twist. If you want to keep twisting, wrap your right arm behind your back. See if you can fish your left hands through the hole and twist. Now, if you're looking for another arm balance, there's one here for you, okay? So if you're twisted, left elbow needs to stay behind that right knee. You can bring your hands down. Lean that right hip on the back of your left arm. And you can lift. Now maybe you want to tighten it all back up before you come back down. And then counter twist. Unweave your legs. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your left leg into the air. Step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Nice long lunge. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, half split. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, standing split. Now continue breathing here while you bend your right knee and lift that right knee towards the ceiling. If If you want left arm to reach up, you can reach up and grab that foot. But remember, it's your hamstrings, so you don't have to rip at your hamstrings. Okay, now bend that left knee a little bit. Bring your right knee behind your left ankle. And then send that right knee all the way up and back open. And then bring it down as if you're about to sit down. And then send it all the way up and back. And this time, bring it behind your ankle. Take a seat on that right hip. Keep revolving or keep twisting. If you want your arm balance, same thing here. You can just lean your weight onto the back of that right arm. Bring your chin close to the mat. Come back into your twist. Counter twist. And then I want you to unweave your legs. Bring your knees together at the top of your mat. Open up your feet. Take a seat in the middle of your feet. And walk your hands back for hero's pose. Let your head, or for Virasana, let your head hang. Press your knees down and together. And then you can make your way up. Bring your feet together. And sit back on your heels, child's pose. Okay, you can come up from child's pose. Come up onto your knees. Reach your arms up overhead. You can either flip palms, right? And we're gonna sway. Or if you want, you can grab elbows, which is a little bit deeper. Let your elbows be behind your head. And sway from side to side. And release, pull your elbows down and slide your hands down onto your low back. Push your hips forward, lift your heart and chest. Take a few breaths right here. And then you can round your spine. Crown of the head comes towards the mat. Grab the outside of your feet. And then make your way back up, downward facing dog. Here we go. On your next inhale, right leg is lifting into the air. Now I want you to walk back towards your left foot. Okay, it's gonna force a standing split. Just be careful if you have a wall behind you like me. But if it's okay, you can use the wall, right? So your toenail side of your foot is down. You can use the wall. And then you can walk yourself back out, stepping right foot all the way through between your hands. Now I want you to hold here in a low lunge. I want you to take your arms back, really pressing into your feet. And then you're going to lift your chest a little bit and reach your arms forward. Now reach your arms all the way up, high lunge. Hands are going to come down to the mat. Straighten out your right leg here. So maybe you have to use some blocks. Now spin your left heel down. Take your left hand to your left hip. Right hand is moving to the inside of that right foot. And then you're gonna lift out of your pyramid pose into triangle pose. Pulling that left hip back. Left arm is reaching into the air. And your gaze is over your left fingers. Keep that right leg straight. Reverse your triangle pose. Revolved triangle pose. Feet stay the same. Left arm is touching down onto a block or onto the mat. Right arm is reaching into the air. So you still have your legs exactly as they are in triangle pose. Now bend your right knee. Right hand touches down. Spin onto your left toes. Step your right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your left leg into the air. Walk your hands back towards right foot. Standing split. Use the wall if you have one near you. Now walk yourself back to the top of your mat and step your left foot all the way through. Now plant your left foot, press into your right toes. Reach your arms back, keep that belly on your left thigh. And now rise up just slightly, reach your arms forward. High lunge. Few breaths. Bring your hands down to the mat, half splits. Straightening out that front leg. Nose and ear coming together. Now spin your right heel down. Maybe left hand moves in front of left foot. Right hand pulls that right hip back as you lift out of pyramid pose into triangle pose. Gaze over right fingers. And rise all the way up. Reverse your triangle. Straight front leg, straight back leg. Now cartwheel your hands down. Keep your feet the same. If that back knee doesn't feel right, then you can spin onto your right toes. Otherwise, try and keep that heel down. Left hand touches down. Spin onto your right toes. Bend your left knee. Step your left foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look between your hands. Walk or jump, feet to hands. Half lift when you arrive. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. Inhale, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Take your flow. Bend your knees, look between your hands. Okay, now jump your feet out wide. So they're gonna come behind both of your hands. Let your bottom drop. Elbows press your knees wide. Okay, here we are, Malasana. Feel free to stay here. Feel free to take crow pose, which we were working on before, lifting your feet. Or if you'd like, feel free to take handstand hops with both legs. So, if you normally do not hop because you have a fear of going over, One nice thing about hopping with both legs is most of the time when you're beginning, you barely can get your feet off of the ground, okay? It's really hard to lift. So you don't have as much of a chance of going over. With that being said, it still might help if you want to relocate so that you're looking at a wall. You can certainly do that. If you want to hop, hands come down, come onto your tippy toes. My knees are wide. I'm coming right from Malasana. So my knees are spilling wide. I'm on my tippy toes, pressing into my hands. And I'm springing up, just trying to get those hips back. Take a few hops. Step into the night, your mind, hiding in the back streets, yeah. You notice me, all that I was thinking was clean conscience. Okay, after you've taken a few hops, and one thing to note, right, is even just getting your feet slightly off the mat is really, really working your core, working your arms, right? It's forcing you to lift those hips. So it's pretty amazing. Okay, we're gonna bring our knees down right here to the top of our mat. Feet are wide, take a seat right in between your feet. And come down for full Virasana. And you can come all the way up. Bring your feet together and sit on your heels, child's pose. Walk your hands back in. You can arrive on your knees. Arms go up, grabbing elbows or grabbing wrists. And then we're swaying from side to side. And then you can release, bring your hands down to your low back. Roll your shoulders back, push those hips forward, lift your chest. And then on your exhale, round your spine. Crown of head comes down onto the mat, grab outside of feet. Bring your hands back to the top of your mat. Downward facing dog is where we're headed. On your next inhale, right leg is lifting into the air. Walk your hands back towards left foot. Standing splits. Now walk your hands forward. Step your right foot all the way in between your hands. Now we're going for standing split on this side. So left leg is just going to lift. Bring your nose and knee together. Pull yourself in. Lift that left leg. If you're going for a balance, you can try and grab your right ankle or your right calf with both hands. Finding that focal point. Letting your ankle wobble while you lift that left leg. Now bend your right knee. Left foot is touching down at the back of your mat. Press into your hands, rise up, high lunge. Take a little twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Now sweep that right arm forward, lifting your chest, coming back into your high lunge, and then spinning your left heel down, coming into warrior two. Holding in warrior two. Flip your right palm, reach up and back, reverse. Cartwheel hands down. You can take your vinyasa or you can choose to hold in downward facing dog here. Okay, lifting left leg. Walk your hands back towards your right foot. Standing split. And then you can walk your hands forward. Step your left foot in between your hands. Standing split. Lift your right leg. Go for that balance. Grabbing a hold of left calf or ankle. And then feeling your ankle wobble. But just balancing. Keeping your attention on that drishti. And then your right foot is touching down at the back of your mat. Find that really nice comfortable position. On an inhale, rise up. High lunge. Right arm forward, left arm back, twist. And then you're coming back into your high lunge, right into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel hands down to the mat. Spin onto your right toes, step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Okay, we're going to move into full split now. So I'm going to show you how to take it with blocks also, in case you have some blocks or maybe you want to use a pillow. First, bring your heels together, toes go wide, bend your knees, walk your hands back, let your knees go nice and wide here. You're folding in Malasana. And then you can walk yourself back out as you bring your knees back to hips width distance. Inhale, right leg is lifting. Step that right foot all the way through between your hands. Now let your left knee drop. If you have blocks, make sure your blocks are accessible. Okay, so we're going to take half split here. Forward fold, nose and knee are coming together. There's a couple ways you can use your blocks. First way is to just use your hands on your blocks. So you can slide your back knee back, scooch that front heel forward, and wherever you need to stop, your hands are holding you in that position. This is the technique I like the best because as you breathe and you let your body get heavy, it allows you to drop down, right? Sink down a little bit deeper into your split. If you're just not feeling this, right, then feel free to take your blocks, one or even two, and bring them underneath of that front leg, right? So you give yourself a little boost. You can hold here, maybe after a few breaths, if you think you can pull one out, and now you're just on one block, that's cool too. So let's take another breath or two in our split pose. If you're down on the mat, feel free to lift your arms up, keep pulling that right hip back. And then bring your hands down. Pull your right foot in, bend your right knee, lift that left foot into the air, and step your left foot directly next to your right foot. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, slide your hands down into heart center. Now we're going to remain on this right side for a moment. I want you to bring that right knee into your chest. Balance on your left foot. Now left hand is going to come to your left hip. Right hand is reaching down, grabbing your right big toe with a yogi toe lock. And you're extending that leg forward. Try and keep your chest lifted. And your knee can be bent here. That's totally fine. Just go as best as you can. Same thing when you pull it out to the side. Maybe it's straight, maybe your knee is bent. You can even just push your knee out, right, if you don't want to grab a hold of your foot. If you have your foot extended out to the side, left arm comes out for counterbalance. And then we're going to bring that leg forward. Maybe go for a reverse grip with left hand, open space in between shoulder blades, and then let that right leg go. Bend your knees, shake it out. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, take a forward fold, coming all the way down. Walk or jump yourself back. I'll meet you in down dog. However you'd like to get there. Lifting your left leg into the air. Step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Maybe repositioning your blocks. Drop that right knee down onto the mat and shift back. Half split. And then you can take it into your full split. Now this side is definitely a little tighter for me, so I'm just going to choose to move my blocks back and take a few breaths right here. And we're going to pull that left foot back in. Tuck your right toes, lift up that right leg and step your right foot next to your left foot. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees and sweep your arms all the way up. Slide hands down into heart center. Bringing your left knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Right hand is coming to right hip. Left hand reaches down, grabs that left big toe, extending left leg forward. Chest is lifting. Maybe you're taking your left foot out to the left side and right arm is coming out for counterbalance. And you can bring it back forward. Go for that reverse grab. And release. Left foot touches down next to right foot. Bend your knees, shake it out. Inhale, sweeping arms up. Exhale, forward folds coming all the way down. You can take your last vinyasa of class if you'd like, right here. Step back. then knees just drop down on the mat. Sit back on your heels, child's pose. Let your body melt. Come on back up, right up into down dog. And you can slide that right knee behind your right wrist. Left knee slides back for pigeon pose. If you'd like to take mermaid pose, you can bend your left knee, maybe reach your left arm back, tuck that left foot into your left arm crease. Right arm comes behind your head. And then we're all going to come into a reclined pigeon. Come up onto your hands. Tuck your left toes. Step your right foot back. Lifting your left leg. Left knee is coming behind your left wrist. Slide your right knee back. If you want to go for a grab, bend your right knee. Slide that right foot into your right arm crease. And pull your left hip back. Make your way down, recline. And you can come up onto your hands. And I want you just to fall onto that left hip. Swing your right leg around. We're going to make our way onto our back. So scooting bottom towards your heels. Lie right down on your back. On your next inhale, I want you to press your hands down and lift your hips. And then let your hips come down. Knees are swaying from side to side. We have time for one more back bend. So you can either take bridge pose like we just took, or you can move into full wheel if you'd like to move into full wheel. If you're taking full wheel, hands are coming next to your ears, fingers are pointing back towards your toes. Roll onto the top of your head and extend your arms, lifting your heart chest, breathing. Coming down from your back bend, whenever you feel comfortable, knees immediately come into chest. Making little circles with your knees, massaging your low back. Now let your legs go straight up in the air, toes are kicked back towards you. Open up your legs so you're looking at a V, and then bend your knees. Either grab behind your knees or grab the pinky toe sides of your feet. Press that low back down onto the mat. Sway from side to side. Now let your left leg go long. Keep that right knee into your chest. Take your right knee over to the left side. Hold it down with your left hand and gaze to the right. Wrap your arms around the front of your right shin. Give it a squeeze, let your right leg go long. Left knee comes in. Take your left knee over to the right side. Hold it down with your right hand. Gaze to the left. Left knee comes in, give it a squeeze, and let your left leg come down, taking up space. Let your arms take up space. Come into your Shavasana. Allow mind and body and spirit to absorb your yoga practice by resting for a few moments. Try letting your arms and hands rest, letting your jaw rest, letting your shoulders drop. Start to wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Nodding your head yes and no. Reaching arms up overhead, pressing through your feet. Make your way onto your left hand side, using your left arm as a pillow. Gently press yourself up Finding a comfortable seat.